Somebody offered to take us to the other bridge, and we crossed a checkpoint, and they start shooting at us. So the driver turned around, and they kept shooting. It's two of us. My friend is Brent Renault, and he's been shot and left behind.
American journalist Juan Arredondo telling a reporter about the moment he was shot by Russian soldiers. Arredondo lucky to survive, but award-winning filmmaker Brent Renaud was not as lucky. He died as the two tried to cross a bridge in the Ukrainian town of Irpin. It's yet another sign of the intensity picking up as Russian soldiers inch closer to the capital of Kyiv. We turn to Maggie Rulli reporting on the latest tonight.
Tonight, in a major escalation, Russian forces attacking dangerously close to NATO forces on the Polish border. Just before dawn, Russian missiles striking a military facility near the town of Yavoriv, just about 10 miles from Poland and an hour west of Lviv. At least 35 killed, more than 100 wounded. One volunteer fighter who did not want to use his name, telling Aranez de la Quintera.
This morning we wake up, there's missiles flying everywhere. I didn't have time to panic. I just focused on running as fast as I can.
That facility, previously used by the U.S. and NATO to train Ukrainian troops. Our Martha Raditz pressing Pentagon spokesman John Kirby.
If they strike in Poland, what happens?
Well, look, we take our Article 5 commitment very seriously. An armed attack against one is considered an armed attack against all.
The town of Yavoriv, along a route used to supply Ukraine with Western military aid. Russian officials warning such shipments are legitimate targets. But it's also a major route refugees have been using to get out of the country. It's a road American Keith Crow has driven many times. We meet him outside the train station in Lviv.
And what made you pick up from your life in Santa Fe to come here?
I couldn't watch it. So I went to the border, ran to the border essentially, rented a car, and saw people walking over.
He says he normally crosses the border twice a day, picking up people who need a ride in Ukraine and taking them to safety in Poland. When we meet him, he's surrounded by families. This woman tells us she's grateful for the ride, as Russian attacks are getting dangerously closer.
It was like a new edge in this war because we don't have any safety place in Ukraine.
As Vladimir Putin's forces advance on the capital of Kyiv, towns on the outskirts are war zones. In Irpin, 12 miles to the northwest, Ukrainian soldiers helping to evacuate the living and the dead.